There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. Yes, it...
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will...
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you... Alright, nothing town to fuck all borough. Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir? The Song of Death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying...
Somehow, you know what it is. A Caprice Kanema motor carriage. You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says "whirling in rags" on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce was this not the same Elo that founds empires and lays waste to cities? Probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. As you slowly reach your hand, abort, you clearly behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you? It appears you're also dead. Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. You can't, can you? It's like it's not what does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? You should check yourself for a pulse, superstar. You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your hand on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. You appear to be alive, for now. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face. This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light. You swoop up and catch the tie. What you have in your hand, the blades come squeaking to. The switch must be broken, because nothing happens. The window stands broken in its the morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn building. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. Something you've done before. It is too large for a bullet. The single green shoe, congratulations. You smashed. A cool wind gushes in.
Hello, officer.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, but like two baby crocodiles. Good, they're balanced, comfy.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown, and a silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
Officer? No.
The young woman shake. Officer could be an artistic statement. You're already prone to those.
No. You're a police officer, sir. I'm not. Unless you've been here for 3 days. I couldn't say.
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something. She nods.
There's a mercenary out back. He's been hanged. I didn't mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit lost, officer. Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to... She looks back at you, a light glinting off her.
Yes? The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city. The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city. You're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
You sure look like you're from Revachol.
Her accent suggests she is not from a...
It's 51. The current centuries civilization has existed. You're right. There is nothing. There was the... I couldn't say. Oh, yes.
Oh, that.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. I don't know about that. A slow, sad song started playing. Yes, there was a church in there. A really small church. Like this. That it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult. Then you started screaming and trashed the place. No. A window was smashed. The tape player probably. The song stopped. And furniture too. There was. I think you screamed that you did. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. Glad to have been of assistance.
The door is closed. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. There is no answer. You hear the shower beam. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something. The door does not. This door can... Still no answer. Still nothing. Still nothing. Still nothing. You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People utterly, through a PA system, by other people. Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. No, don't sing the happy. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed. A man. Look, this is the great skewer. The small steel tags.
Why don't you go and talk to him?
He pretends.
No, I'm not. That period of my life is... I have 3 cafeterias to... She just...
His eyes dart from left to right.
So now you recall...
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
On the sleeve of his bomber,
Hello.
you realize he's waiting for your name.
Oh, it looks like we had a little skid in.
What he means is,
Then we should. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. Right. And the interviews? At the 50s. Right. And the interviews? Okay. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? Mm-hmm. So,
this is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred.
where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are. I can see you drank last night. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. Talk to the manager. Then we go out back. After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation,
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. Mr. I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district
What? What is this? A joke to you? Is this what you get when you call?
Sir, I understand your...
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to...
No, I only just...
Do you...
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just...
What? Of Martinez? No.
But you still know your way...
Yes, I know where some things are, but...
I didn't...
he probably means this. His face. Ask him about the body.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. That's easy. See that door there? I don't know who...
This is.
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't... Oh, people are saying it was the locals.
Did the...
I don't really know. You'll have to ask. I would suppose...
You mean...
Yes, the strike. The man they...
The lieutenant turns the page.
Haven't you asked me that already? What is... Okay, you...
Thank you.
Is it? Because I thought you were supposed to be investigating the lynching, not my employer conduct. Good for you. Was...
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh, you don't owe me shit. Well, officer, you're right.
We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instructions from him.
You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here, or some backpacking arse. Let's see. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. What are you, brain damaged? Money is what grown-up people use to... Are you serious?
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any...
Officer, maybe you are better off working...
You mean somewhere else to run up a huge...
Officer, you really need to take...
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only... You don't really know, do you? South, maybe. Doesn't sound like south. You can try. Run some address.
The RCM in Martinez. We don't see a lot of police around. Of course. Of course. Oh, that.
She's relieved, even all the way over here. There's a drop.
What do you mean? Yes, sir.
He knows where we are.
There's the pier, the harbor gates, some shop, just coast. It's just water. No problem. Oh, well, I don't know any.
Pig is a wide.
No need to worry.
Okay. Well, I didn't. Me? I am just a gardener. I have a greenhouse. Well, as you already know, this.
Don't worry, me.
Thank you. Of course. I won't hold you back. I can't believe it. It felt like springtime just a few days ago. Me? I am pleased to meet you too, officer. Since the street signs messed up? No problem. Excuse me?
She shifts in her. Before you stands a motor carriage. The vapor emanates from the large engine. This must be the infernal machine. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook. A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you. The frequency the soft purr.
Hello.
Operating the radio is...
This is Officer Al... Just a second, officer.
10-2.
The man uses...
10-4. 10-18. Stage. 10-9. 10-4. Messagery. Is it him? Says he does. He what? This is coming. You mean your partner? What is this? I'm his... It's your partner. Did he lose his memory? Who lost his Dick fucking... It's Officer Dick Mullen from the best...
Dick Mullen is not... Defend yourself. Immediately.
He's asking... Of course it's here. Satellite Officer Dietmar Conkers losing your badge is... He says... Oh goddamn it. Satellite Officer... Mullen dicked us. 10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make... Fuck me! What's going on? Super... He lost his badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge. He asks you to... Why? Sergeant?
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
He's not replying. Looks... 10-9 come... No heights even... Ask him. Sergeant Orson wants to...
Check your pockets. Check your... Hold... Okay.
10-9 coming, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Lying? Over the phone? It's easy.
He says he didn't. Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it. We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything, you're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12 visitors present here. Over. What? What is it? He wants...
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry.
Tell him to stop waiting. What do you need, sir? Over. Understood, sir. Over. 10-4, I know I already wrote it in a report, but it will stay on my desk for a few days. 10-4, what does he want? He's asking, is he? I don't give... Right, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He isn't getting... Request denied, sir. Over. Anything else, sir? Over.
Wait. Before you say be...
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. 10-4. Does he actually? Yeah. For God's sake, God. Sir, satellite. So, was there anything else? Understood, sir. Over. Roger that.
A metallic.
Take what you need.
He's clearly the bribe. Useful for open the handles. It's robust. Lets you see the pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The white suede feels like as you tap on the.
There's no use pressing the heat, but...
Translation. Alternative translation. A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. And this panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks. Nothing happens. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the water lock to get across the canal. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored?
Good morning to you.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old...
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping it...
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer? I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a water. It's supposed to operate the water lock, but as noted, it's all safety measure. Turns out the panel needs a special key to be... It'll be restarted on Wednesday morning. You want to do the honors when the time... Great! Just drop in on Wednesday if you want to see the water lock at work. They say the canal crew will be here at 7:15. Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins. Sure thing.
It is salty. It is...
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and tape. The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring... This would make quite a statement in your living room.
Yes, officer. As you say.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know...
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
700 real. A bargain, I dare say. The light has undergone 3 transformations.
The light has been removed and rewired. That's 2 transformations.
The most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary...
Okay, that checks out. A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps. You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. Big men on big horses.
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be...
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps.
Which ones? Ah, royalist soldiers from the time of the revolution. The uniforms are painted a bit too brightly, I suppose.
Everything you pick out seems faded, chipped, and sad somehow. This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of...
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. Maybe.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plat. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm. If police work means playing tapes, sure, you can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape. Absolutely. I've tested it.
That's odd. Why doesn't he like music?
The stuff I record myself, silverware shape.
Maybe you should ditch music as well. Get into these more experimental sounds he's described. Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out. Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled... The antlers on the hood of the man's cloak smells like worn cotton. Worn cotton with a side of flea market or...
Sniffing is okay, but please don't try anything on.
It's the man from Hyundai.
Walking away from his burning village, yes. Huh? The man from Helmdal is the hero. In fact,
Hyundai is...
Neither is the man a real man, of course.
Wow. What?
I mean, even...
Okay.
You sound skeptical. Besides...
It's for the best. His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some... What a shirt. All other...
2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
But why? I sympathize, I do. But this is a for-profit enterprise.
What a shirt. All other shirts pale in comparison.
2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
You should.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses.
You like...
Stylish shades, huh? Abort. These are his.
Damn, officer! You look like...
It's going to be very difficult.
No, you are definitely not. No, I can't. We can't.
These are all boring. Those UV stickers are almost certain.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very... Oh, very interesting choice of...
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've... Alright, but these actually make your vision worse.
Wow, officer! You look so cool! And they can be yours for a mere 3 real. My regular...
The lieutenant tilts his head.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy.
How about save the economy? That sounds off.
Haven't you heard, officer? Look around, officer. Is this really the economy we want to leave to our children? That's the spirit.
You find your hands deep. The box smells like cat.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand. Keep the economy moving.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you.
You see, as the name Sileng is embroidered.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything. You're very cool. Bang, bang. Oi! You like premium men's...
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions. Start with a little compliment.
Oh, okay. An investment? What kind of investment? I hear you, officer. What kind of a sum are we talking about here? Sounds like a fair deal all around.
Corruption.
It's just like bus or seagull.
You mean these
No hassle. There's a little of a hassle here, it appears.
No problem here. Oh, he's a good guy.
Interesting.
Me?
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago. Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy
That's right, officer. Hey, why not support this local entrepreneur? You can start by buying a pair of sexy pants. Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extra. Good joke, office.
You glance around the decrepit buildings.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
It is, yes.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this...
If you wanted to be cynical about it.
My man, officer, you...
Gossamer is a fine, filmy substance consisting of cobwebs spun by small spiders, seen especially in autumn. It's safe to say he's referring to the...
Yeah, that's the main thing. I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources. No need for discounts at sea.
But did he first mark them up 100%?
My man, you know how the game is played. Anything for you. You keep
If he really wants to save the economy, he'd let you pay with net worth. Go over and...
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash. Very cool. The economy thanks you, officer. Gotta prepare for springtime, right?
You find your hands deep. The box smells like cat piss.
Economical, but...
Life? I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich.
Yes? What do you want to know? Good.
Have you no shame? Whining about your...
René, you're a man with a...
I'm trying...
These manly men are playing balls. No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game. You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work. God, this is right. You feel the familiar tremble of excitement and adrenaline. The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it. Already, your muscles are adjusting to the weight. The nervous system calibrating. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. An embodiment of pure motion. A fine-tuned locomotor.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
A whorehouse of shit. It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23.
What the hell is your problem? I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so... You vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 pool. Well, it damn well isn't. It's pétanque. You ruined a pétanque.
Take it easy, René. This is...
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn pool. Good. Mistakes are forgiven, when men at least try.
Yes. Why did you come here? It's... You never know. He might know something. This is a good vibe.
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the local... In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time...
I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork and other administrative duties. But you must agree that nature, in her infinite wisdom, has made men more fit to perform certain
more challenge. No reason to even feel bad about that. Yes, I do. Why? Because that's what happens when commies, communists, socialists, and no. Sadly, no. Should have fought dirty.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Yes, the military Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol. This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots.
Blood Ground. You got old René going.
Mm-hmm. Damn right, son. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but not.
Well, it's your Honda.
You don't even begin to.
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
This is just what the coming. Damn.
He slouches as he says that. Some manner of self-deceit is present.
This was René the King. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it.
This bookstore is amidst the various books. These 3 things, the point of the book, and many others on this shelf. It serves platitudes, while also telling wholeness, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself. Then, various paranatural books.
Sir, I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers.
Several maps have been attached to a book. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map.
I'm sorry, officer. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is that old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was, from when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up.
The place does not look like a...
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business. Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
This large map, Ozon, Lauren disintegrating into... In the northeast, a dust... You can. On 850, the ocean breaks up connections that you have little... Perhaps they are gods. The north coast to the east, Hudon. You feel you're just west of Coal City. The plaque on the shelf reads,
I would say a very The book is also very daring. Perhaps from...
Do her words see?
Certainly, it's...
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important. These shelves are over. A couple of spook novels hide amidst all the detective books. Thrilling tales of
Oh, crime! You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these.
crime fiction. These books great. What's more, not a single mention of all the stress. You see, Dick Mullen on the job. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen, oh no, turns out he faked. Yes, there's tragedy calls. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is your attempt to grasp at the answer failed?
Oh, crime, robberies, murders. You're a police officer, apparently. You should...
Shelves.
Oh, crime. You're a...
Crime fiction. What's more, not a single mention of all the... You see, a killing. Oh no, turns out shelves filled to the brim with... You see a set.
Excuse me, officer. Nothing. Now, please go back to...
She speaks almost as oddly enough. The more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, you see some kind of charm. And this is a traditional inhabitants of Ile-de-France. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, just as you're about to pull apart.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing?
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I am sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow... You do? My God. Even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. No. Please just talk to me, officer. Come here.
Talking is always good. Go see what she has. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway.
I warned you. You're unleashing forces beyond your...
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. Only an echo. A hollowed-out, dark echo. Only an echo. A hollowed-out. Only an echo. A hollowed-out, dark echo. Ow, shoot. Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the door? Don't you know that things like that hurt?
Are you alright?
What is going on there? I warn you, don't tempt the...
It barely looks like you've done any damage to the door, however. The display rack is mountains of it. Rows and maybe 100. The display rack before you is burdened mountains of it. Heroic quantities of Hyundai. Roy's a small mountain.
Wonderful board game. Raubritter is... Don't be so hard on yourself. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game. Lousy. I've had wonderful board game. Raubritter is a fun friend. For playing with friends, I'd...
An endless... There's also books in a board game. There's a box that says that price is steep. But then it's the 3rd edition Mega Setting supplement.
You've hurt yourself now. I told you not to mess around back there. What are you even trying to accomplish, you fool? You're only making things worse. Stop it. Goodness, you were already doing good. Everything is on the shelf.
She smiles and nods.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't... Oh, shameful girl. Wonderful. Did you talk to her? Why not? Was she... Oh yes, okay, that makes sense. It's working then. Yes.
The woman before you A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you.